Summer is a slow-moving time in Florida. It's a time where I let myself kind of not do anything. I'm not focused, I'm not driven, I'm not purposeful, because it's too hot to be any of those things. Every day the sun rises, there's not a cloud in the sky, it's another hazy, hot, humid day. And then by the middle of the day, the clouds form dark, and there's thunder and lightning, and it pours rain. And the ground is wet and sticky and gross. And then when the sun sets, it repeats all over again the next day. Days fade into each other in the summer in Florida. It's easy to forget when one week ends and one begins, and July and August just feels like one continual time loop. I suppose if I were to watch it, I would say it's like Groundhog Day, but I've never seen Groundhog Day to compare it to that. And that's why this summer, I can't let myself be Groundhog Day. I can't let myself slip into the vortex time loop that is Florida in the summer. Instead, I have to be purposeful. I have to break up the days. I have to do something different. Because when the sun rises and the rains fall, it's so easy to just melt into it all. But this summer, I'm going to be different.
So this local thrift store gave me, asked me to be a brand ambassador. So I was able to get like $100 worth of clothes from them, gifted. Like they aren't paying me, but they're letting me get clothes for free. And I got this beautiful dress. Like, look at this, it's stunning. At first I thought the pattern was like not me, but then I put it on and I was like, yes, this is me. And it's thrifted. I love wearing thrifted clothes. I just feel so powerful. Anyway, the only problem is it is extremely difficult for me to reach the zipper. So that's the biggest struggle I'm gonna have putting this on today. Oh no, I can't quite reach it. I wish there was like a contraption. If you're a brand and you make a contraption, please send it to me. Or I can click it to the bottom. Oh, my arm is complaining. It's in like this direction. I have no flexibility in my body. It's like right there, but I can't quite reach it. I think I almost got it. Whoa. Let's push it some more. Oh. I think I've gotten it where I might be able to reach it. Oh. I got it. I think I've really mastered the art of my work lunch lately in late June and July. So we have some grapes. I bought a bundle of grapes. I didn't realize how many grapes came in a pound, but they are delicious. And I just got them Monday and I've been devouring them. I just got them yesterday because yesterday was Monday. And then this is stovetop enchiladas. So yesterday I came home, I was hungry, but not in the mood to like cook something fancy, so I just cooked up some ground turkey, added black beans and bell pepper to it, and then layered strips of tortilla on top, and then put red enchilada sauce on top, let that cook for like 15 minutes, and then sprinkled cheese on it and put it in the oven for 5 minutes to broil. And it's delicious. I had it for dinner last night and I'm having it for lunch. But seriously, my work lunches and my breakfasts have been so good lately. Dinner is sometimes kind of just, I don't really care about dinner lately, but my work lunch has been fantastic, like so good. And the main thing is I'm trying to eat a lot more protein, and I have been, and I'm really excited about that. Anyway, I was gonna take my lunchbox, but I think I can just put this in my bag. I think that's fine. I don't like taking my lunchbox to work because I leave it in the fridge when I go to leave. I just don't remember to take it, and then it's in the fridge for weeks. It's literally been in the fridge for like 3 weeks, and I brought it home yesterday, so I don't want to take it today. I got 2 packages in the mail. One, I don't know what it is. I have no idea what this package is. I didn't even know I had it until I went to the mailroom and they said I had 2 packages, so let's get this open, shall we? Oh, this is cool. Ski2, this is skincare. PR package, which is really cool. I haven't gotten a PR package in a long time. It says unbox lifelong youthful skin. Oh my goodness. I think it's a skin, I think it's a facial mask. Transform your skin. A bottle of serum in every mask. Oh my god, it's a twin pack of face masks. I'm so excited to use this. I'm gonna do like a self-care Instagram reel TikTok with and use these ski masks, I think. I'm excited. All right, that was a really cool PR package. And then the second package is just a boring Amazon order. Okay, so I have a big blender, it's really big, that I've been using to make smoothies and things, but it's just too big. And I make too much smoothie because the blender is too big. And I also don't think it's really good at making smoothies. I think it's great at blending, like for a recipe, but I think I needed a regular little fruit smoothie blender just to make a bullet, like just for that. And then my 32-ounce water bottle is, I don't like it. It's not a good water bottle. So in order to help me drink more water, I got a 32-ounce water bottle with a straw. It also has a fruit diffuser that I'm excited to use. I think this water bottle is gonna retain chills. It's gonna be cold for a longer time. Oh my gosh, I love that I can see the ounces. Because my 32-ounce one, it doesn't even tell me. It just is like, it has the times, like when you're supposed to drink it by, but it doesn't have the ounces, and I really like seeing my ounces. Anyway, look at that. It has a wooden, it's like a round lid, but it has room for a straw. So we're gonna have straw. Okay, what? Oh my gosh, and it came with a cleaner, like a bottle. This is so nice. So it came with a bottle cleaner. It has, I think this is just a regular lid if I don't want the straw lid. It has a fruit diffuser so you can put fruit in your water, and it came with a nice big straw. I love this. This was like $25, but I think it was worth it. So my current water bottle that I prefer is 17 ounces, and it keeps things cold. But the problem with it is the straw. I lost the straw or broke the straw. It was like a plastic straw. I broke it, and so I just have to put like a random straw in, and it leaks water everywhere. And it's also only 17 ounces. This one is gonna be 32 ounces, and I think it's gonna keep water colder a lot longer because it's glass and it has insulation on it. You might have said, Elizabeth, why didn't you get a Stanley? I don't really like how Stanleys look. I think they're ugly. I like this. I think it's prettier. Anyway, if you want to send me a Stanley though, maybe I'll try it out. Anyway, I love this. I love that it came with a brush and the fruit. I don't even know how to use this, the fruit diffuser. I'm gonna use this like tomorrow. Okay, so that's not how it's used, because that was just, oh no, the fruit goes right in the top there. That's how you use the fruit diffuser. I didn't know, but now I knew. I guess you can't use the fruit diffuser with the straw though, because the straw can't go through that. The fruit diffuser is only if you're not using a straw, which is fine. I don't need to put fruit in my water bottle, but I can now put like other powders, energy powders things in and feel good about it because I can clean my water bottle very well. I'm so happy with this purchase. Anyway, I'm very brain dead because I edited that YouTube video that I posted today about the Institute and Basic Life Principles, and I was working on it so long. 8 hours or so. 8 hours of editing into that video. That's like a lot. And like 6 hours of research, an hour and a half to record. And when I finally hit post, I just like felt so, like it's consumed my life the last 2 weeks. So I'm very happy to get it posted, but I feel so low energy. I need to work out. I keep telling myself I need to work out, but I was literally walking through the door just now like, oh, maybe I can do it tomorrow. No, Elizabeth, go to the gym. Okay, I did it, y'all. I just came back from the gym. I did 20 minutes of weights And today was like all about arms, so I was doing dumbbells like this. I was doing pec deck fly, which is this. I'll be sore tomorrow, I'm gonna feel it. And then also I was doing shoulder presses, this, and then the ones where you squat and lift. I'm gonna really feel it tomorrow. And then I did my favorite thing. It's not my favorite when it's hard. And there were moments today it was hard. I walked on the treadmill for 30 minutes. I didn't push myself because I'm a little bit tired. I just walked, which is what I needed. I did do it. I did one short run for 2.5 minutes, and then I was back to like 3.5 and a 0.5 incline. I actually ran on the 0.5 incline, which was really, if I realized I would have put it on no incline. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, but I'm gonna make something new to me now. I wanna make protein ice cream. Do I need ice cream? No, but I have not eaten that much protein today, and because I had sushi for dinner, and apparently there's not that much protein in avocados or like eel sushi or whatever sushi, whatever. I just had the dragon roll. I don't know what was in it. I went out to dinner with a friend, by the way. I forgot to vlog it because I was so brain tired. My boyfriend thought that I said I had a headache because I said my brain hurt. No, I didn't say my head hurt. I said my brain hurt from thinking too much. That's different from a headache, y'all. Tell me you know the difference. Anyway, so we're gonna do banana, some Greek yogurt. We're gonna do the unsweet Greek yogurt with extra protein. Plain Greek yogurt from Kroger, because I've been on a Kroger kick lately. It's 17 grams of protein, so that's a lot of protein. And then I have one more thing. I just bought this, so I'm super excited to try it out. It is peanut butter powder instead of peanut butter. So we're gonna add this together and we're gonna see how it does. And yes, we're using my brand new blender. The last time I had one of these blenders, this came off and that was annoying. So it's really, actually the last time I had one of these blenders, it went down like this. So the lid was the bottom. That was my college blender, and it died a slow death. And I was very happy that it died because it was low power. I'm excited to try this one out. I mean, it was not that expensive, so it's probably not like the strongest power, but okay, that's how it looks. Okay, figuring it out as we go. First, we're gonna throw in our banana. I don't know if I need the whole banana because this was a ginormous banana, so I'm just gonna do 2 bananas. There we go. Keep the rest of it frozen for the next serving. Gonna add this. All my spoons are empty. Okay. And then peanut butter. A lot of peanut butter powder is good. I could be wrong. Oh, and then it needs milk. I have milk, thankfully. Best by July 12th. And it's July 8th, so this is still good. There we have some milk. And yes, if this goes badly, I will be deleting the footage and you'll never see it. So if you're watching this, that means it didn't go badly. I literally have no idea how this is gonna go. Look at this. Look at that. It's beautiful. I realized as I was mixing it up that the person I watched on YouTube who made this put it in the freezer and had it the next day. Apparently that's what you're supposed to do, but I'm having protein ice cream soup. That's good. It's not incredibly sweet, but it is really good. Drink it. It's so good. And I'm pretty satisfied with it. So what I'm gonna do, I mean satisfied as in I don't need more right now. Like, I'm not that hungry. I just wanted like a tiny something after working out. So that was basically like 3 mouthfuls. 3 bites is a tiny something. So I want to throw this in my freezer and then pull it out tomorrow after dinner to defrost a little bit and then eat it like ice cream tomorrow. Hello, welcome back, or I should say welcome back to me. You're still watching. So I was going to do a weekly vlog. That was the intention when I picked up the camera a couple days ago, but I realized I think that my weekly vlogs are kind of repetitive, and also I have been putting out a lot of other kind of content on YouTube that's doing all right, and vlogs don't really do perform that well, even though I love creating them. So I've decided to do monthly vlogs and just combine, like film throughout the month, and however that comes together, whatever that looks like, it'll be in a monthly vlog. And I think I'm gonna do that because I think I'm gonna do that because it's a wiser decision when it comes to like creating content, allowing me to be creative, allowing me to use my vlogs as a diary, but also creating the content that performs best on my channel, which is not vlogs. And while I would love to be a lifestyle vlogger, I don't think that's what my channel has never performed well when it comes to lifestyle. And I will continue to create lifestyle content on Instagram and TikTok, as well as YouTube Shorts. And I'll do my monthly vlogs and my monthly resets. But for now, we're gonna focus on like my commentary videos until I'm in a position where I can make whatever and it not matter financially. But it does matter financially right now because I'm trying to save up for my deposit. So making videos that perform well. I've made $300, it's July 11th, 12th. I made $300 in July already, which is good. That's all going to my $3,300 deposit that I need to put down September 1st. So I need to continue to focus on that over the rest of the month of July, and until my channel reaches a point whether I post lifestyle or commentary, they both perform equally well, or it doesn't, and one is not a draw from the other in a way that would hit my budget. I hate talking about financial decisions like that, but people who've made art, not that my channel is art, but people who have used their creativity throughout history have made decisions like that. So, you know, we're gonna make that kind of decision for now. I feel like before my period, I'm either super motivated or super low, and I've been super low the last week. Anyway, I'm drinking my coffee, kind of cuddling with this dog, but she's a little too hyper this morning to cuddle. So, aren't you? Yeah, a little too hyper. I mean, she looks fine now, but if I start cuddling with her, I think she'll take over my life. I really need to start doing work that I need to do before I move. Also, I'm inspired to be ugly this morning because I was watching a YouTuber who I've really discovered lately, and she does a lot of videos where she doesn't look her best. It sounds really rude of me, but I think we all know, like, there are moments in our life when we don't look our best, and I don't like to put those on camera because I only want to look pretty on camera. But there are days when I'm not gonna have my makeup done yet, when I need to be on camera. When it's the best time for me to be on camera. Anyway, I have you in a really good spot to film because I've set you on a set of drawers that I've decided I need to clear out before I move. This has followed me since high school, these drawers. It's really cute. But I don't need all the knickknacks and papers and random things I save. And I'm moving to a studio space, so I need to be very smart because it has less storage than my current space. I need to be really smart about what I'm keeping and what I'm deciding to throw away. And today is one of those days. I've set it in my living room. I'm going to start working and going through and throwing things out that I no longer need. Like, do I need all this? Okay, so I'm going to get a keep pile, a giveaway pile, and a trash pile. Oh, I'm gonna keep this. No, I'm not gonna keep this. This is not real. This is not from Heathrow. This is an author, but the author signed it. So maybe I'll put it in the book that they signed. I think I'll do that. Let me find the book and I'll put it in the book that they signed. Stamps. Keeping stamps. Do I need every Disney Times guide that I've collected from my trips to Disney? The answer is no. I don't need every Times guide I've ever gotten when I went to Disney. What? This is, it has a Nashville, Tennessee address, so let's see what this is. Oh, this is from Creative Juice before they closed. Sticker I got when I was at Hollywood Studios working or visiting the park when I worked there. I don't need to keep every single sticker I got. Do I? I'm not gonna keep everything. Sure, I know this is a cute book, but like, I don't need all the pens in these books or all the stickers and things. I'm gonna find the book that this goes to and put it in the book. If I can't find the book, I'm throwing it away. Somebody mailed me this. This was during the pandemic, which is really sweet. But I don't need to keep another set of stickers. I don't even want to keep this. A Grishaverse pin, but I lost the back, so I'm throwing it away. Eyes and Ears. This is a cast magazine that I got when I worked at Disney. I'm not keeping this. So much junk. Quick sticker collection. I don't collect stickers, so I don't need these. Cinderella. I like Cinderella. More Olaf. How many Olaf stickers did I get? Buzz Lightyear. Is that Donald Duck? I can't tell. 30 years of Hollywood Studios. That is cool. And like, yeah, you're not gonna get a 30 years when you're not at 30 years. Another Donald Duck. Mickey Mouse. So much Mickey Mouse. 30 years of Hollywood Studios. Okay, the 30 years makes sense because not every year is gonna be 30 years. But the problem is, like, what am I gonna, I guess I'll keep the 30 years. I'll keep the 30 years and the Mickey's birthday, because that is, they do change the design for Mickey's birthday like every year. So I'll keep the 30 years. I'll keep the 30 year sticker. The current pile of stuff I'm throwing away. Current pile. Oh, plus the stone landing and the note. Okay, so current pile. Not too big, it could get bigger. These are like good supplies. I'm gotta find a way to put these somewhere where it's smart to keep them. Oh, I'm gonna take this work because my mechanical pencil artwork is out of lead. But like, do I need all these supplies? Sticky tack. Like, what am I gonna use 5,000 counts of staples? Like, what am I doing with all this stuff? Like, you would think I was an elementary school teacher based on the amount of supplies I have. Like, what is even this for? I'm sure it's like what's useful at some point, but like, what am I? I'm not using it. Pins to hold a hat in place. This is so 2010. I do not need this at all. I'm gonna give that to Goodwill. So I cleared this drawer out. I mean, this stuff, there's a couple stuff up here I'm keeping stationery wise, but I'm gonna give a couple of those things away. I still need to decide what I need from this drawer and what I can just give to Goodwill, honestly. I don't know, like, we'll figure that out. And then this drawer I mostly cleared out. It's a picture, you know, I don't need this picture of this guy. I kept a picture of this guy. He decided to be a missionary in Mongolia for a year, and I was like 10. No, I was like 12. Anyway, this guy goes to Mongolia for a year, and they gave away this card to remember to pray for him. So I put it in my little, yeah, they were like, pray for, oh, there's my art. 12-year-old me making art. Anyway, so I like put this in my little picture box when I was a child because I had a crush on him. I mean, I was 12 and he looked like that. I guess other 12-year-old, I don't know. He had big ears, so maybe I should not have. He was nice. I had a crush on him, but I don't have a crush on him anymore. I don't keep up with him at all. Anyway, I'm gonna throw that away. This is my sister though. I'm gonna keep this picture because I don't really have many pictures of her. We don't keep in contact at all because we just don't. That's what childhood trauma and foster care will do to you. Anyway, I'm gonna keep that. This is super sticky, which is really weird, so I don't know what to do with that. It's a rock.
I don't know where it's from. So anyway, I don't need a mini stapler. I want to throw that away. And then that's my dog's nail clippers, but she hates them. She won't let me clip her nails. I can't believe I told y'all she was hyper and now she's acting like this. She's a liar. She was super hyper this morning. Anyway, so we've almost cleared out 2 drawers. We just have to go through the middle drawer and then I can give this whole thing away, which is the point. I'm trying to get rid of the box because I have a tall set of drawers I'm going to keep that is better and doesn't need to go on a shelf. The problem with this is it has to go on a shelf. It can't be freestanding, so it needs to go, like, it takes up closet space and we don't want to take up closet space. This is the one I'm keeping, so all my stationery and everything I need to keep should go in here because this doesn't take up closet space. It can go in the closet, it can go in the living room, it can go in my bedroom as it is right now. It doesn't take up space, and all the stationery and the art supplies that I need can be kept right here. So that is the point of this one, and why we're getting rid of the small one that I've had since I was like 10 years old. Okay, I have a message for all the girls like me who do not notice if something is dirty. Don't fall in love with a clean freak. Actually do, because it will help you. I just don't notice when things are dirty. Like, I'm like, if it's dirty enough that I notice it, I will clean it. But if it's like dirty enough that it's livable, I won't notice it. And one of the things that's dirty in my life is my car. All the time. It's like so dirty. And I do get it vacuumed occasionally, but one thing that's dirty that you can't clean by vacuuming is my dog licking the seat where she sits. And I have carpeted seats and she loves to lick them and it leaves stains on the seats. So I am out here with all-purpose cleaner, spraying down my seat and scrubbing it. The washcloth is very dirty, which I'm like, wow, so the seat is really dirty. Because every time I open my car, every time my boyfriend opens the car door to get in the car, he grimaces. And the last time he got in the car, I was taking him to the airport, and I'm picking him up from the airport in a couple days. He actually put a towel down because he's like, I can't sit on that. And I was like, it's not getting on your clothes, it's just like an aesthetic thing. But now that I'm scrubbing it, maybe it is getting your clothes slightly dirty. And like, he's the only one who like says anything about it, but I and other people who have dogs have dirty seats. But if he notices it, I want to clean it because, well, my nails are being replaced. They're trying to pop off. If he notices it, I want to clean it because obviously he's my boyfriend and girl can't help falling in love and then doing things to make her boyfriend happy. Also, it is my car. Also, doing things like this will make me better, like happier in the long run. Like, it'll be nice to have a cleaner car, even if I would not have noticed that my car was this dirty if I wasn't in a relationship with someone who noticed. So it's not bad to change when it's things like this. But dang, is it frustrating to have someone grimace at the side of your car, but still choose to drive with you. Anyway, it is amazing. I genuinely didn't think it was that dirty until I'm scrubbing now, and this washcloth is so dirty right now, so it apparently was really dirty. So he was right about that. I've been making omelets, and today's looks so good. This is just a simple spinach and cheese omelet, but look at that. She looks beautiful. I can't believe July is like almost over. It's like July 20th today? Yeah, it's July 20th. Wow. Where did the month go? On one hand, I feel like July takes ages to get through. On the other hand, it goes so quickly because you turn around and it's the 20th of July. I'm also gonna taste this omelet. I'll let y'all know how it tastes. It's good. Back in my omelet era, we're gonna make omelets for lunch and breakfast today. I was gonna do yogurt for breakfast, but I'm making an omelet for my lunch. And so now I wanna make an omelet for breakfast too. So I cut up enough mushrooms, spinach, and bell pepper to make 2 omelets. There's the lunch omelet. I'm gonna make that one first, put it in my lunch box, and then make my breakfast omelet. I just added the cheese to that, and I'm not gonna lie, that is the most beautiful looking omelet ever. It looks like a legitimate pancake. Like, that looks so good. Anyway, this one's the one for lunch, and it looks so freaking good. I'm excited. Which one did you have? You have the bacon, egg, and choco?
We're on the way to the Kennedy Space Center and had to make a stop at Buc-ee's because it's a mess. And I've never had Buc-ee's breakfast. I've had Buc-ee's briskets before, but like their brisket sandwiches, but never their breakfast. So today I got a bacon, egg, and cheese taco. And I love breakfast biscuits. So I got a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. So we're gonna taste test this. All right, taco test. Oh, that's good. First bite is really good. So the bacon, egg, and cheese taco is really yummy. It's very filling. So gotta check out the biscuit. I'm a big biscuit person, so. Oh, that's so good. Also, I don't know how well you can see it, but those eggs look and taste really scrambled. Like real eggs. The biscuit is really good, but it's very messy to eat. The taco is less messy to eat, and they're both like equally good, but I think the taco wins. Now, Buc-ee's has brisket tacos. Maybe I should have gotten that because that would have been like authentically Buc-ee's, but I didn't. But next time, maybe I'll get a brisket taco. But I would say, based on this taco, that the brisket taco I bet is amazing because their brisket is really tasty. But I love a bacon, egg, and cheese taco, so there's that.
Led on earlier, or positive side effect of this. And that was one of the things we talked about this on the.
It has very narrow windows. That is the launch control center.
July is almost over, and that means one thing for me is I am moving at the end of August. And I've meant to do this several times in July and just didn't get to it. And we're 2 days to the end of the month, so we're going to start today. We have to get rid of some stuff that I don't need. And one of those things that I don't need is all the books I own. I have a bunch of books that I either won't ever read or I have read and I'm never going to reread, and I don't see a need to keep them in my library. I'm not a high school teacher where students borrow books from me. So I'm just going to sell them to a local bookstore, which means I have to go through my lovely bookshelf over here. They look beautiful. I think the number one reason I've kept them so long is they look beautiful and it's comfortable just to leave them on my bookshelf. But comfort, beauty, great, but not so great when you're packing to move. So I've got to downsize a few of these books and send them out the door to new owners, merrier lives, bid them adieu. So let's pick some books to get rid of. We've got to go through this. I want to keep some authors that I really like forever, but some people, I've read one book and I'm not going to keep reading. Did I read? I don't think I read The Witch King, but I don't see myself reading it. I'm sure it's a lovely book. This is nothing against these books. This is simply in the stage of life I am and the style of books I read anymore that I don't see myself reading these or rereading them. You Should See Me in a Crown, Leah Johnson, wonderful book. I just don't think I'm ever going to reread it, and I'm sure there's someone out there who would love this book. So. Some of these I kept simply because they matched my like rainbow theming on my shelves. Sweet and Bitter Magic, also another book that was fun, but I'm not going to reread. If this gets out, I love Sofia Gonzalez as an author, so I'm keeping her book. Our Wayward Fate, another book that I will never reread. The Gravity of Us, I do love Phil Scamper, so I'm keeping his book. She Gets the Girl, I do like Rachel Lippincott and Allison Derrick. They're a married couple who write together, but I don't think I need, I love the light purple. It like worked perfectly for my rainbow theming, but I just can't. She drives me crazy. I will keep this book. It's one of my favorite sapphic romances ever written. Mackenzie Lee's The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy. The first book meant so much to me, but I don't think the second book meant that much to me at all. So, little stack that we're giving away. The Ones We're Meant to Find. I have not read this book, and I kind of want to read it, so I'm going to leave it on my shelf. Cameron Garrett's Off the Record. I do like their writing, so I'm going to keep it. I like Angie Thomas, so I'm going to keep Angie Thomas's books. Another Phil Stamper. I'm keeping Phil Stamper's books. I'm not giving away. The Falling in Love Montage. Did I actually read? I know I started it, but I don't think I finished it, so I'm going to keep it. May the Best Man Win. Z.R. Eller may be a good writer. Actually, I don't think his book was that great. This is one of those books I don't care about. But the main thing is they became really annoying on Twitter, so I'm not keeping their book. Let that be a lesson to authors. Don't develop an annoying internet personality unless you're willing to lose audiences for it. I don't think I've developed an annoying internet personality. Maybe I have. Let me know in the comments if I've developed an annoying internet personality and if that would be a reason to get rid of my books. The Hidden Wars. I haven't read this and I want to read it. Perfect on Paper. Sophia Gonzalez. This was like a Grease retelling. Is this the Grease retelling or was that the other book? She writes a lot of really great books. I'm keeping this. Sisters of the Snake. I haven't read it and I want to read it. Not My Problem. Haven't read it. Want to read it. Felix Ever After by Casey Callender. Cemetery Boys. Both really good. I'm going to keep these two books. The Hate You Give. I'm keeping this. Only Mostly Devastated. Also really like. So it's Sophie Gonzalez. I'm keeping it. Ace of Spades. I actually don't think I 100% liked it. It was fine, but it wasn't memorable enough for me to think of it with fondness as I do some books, so I'm giving it away. I'm selling these books. I'm not giving them away. The Gilded Ones. I read it, but I'm not going to keep reading the series, so let's put in that in the to sell category. Grown by Tiffany Jackson. Oh, I really like this book, but I did like it most because it was yellow and it fit my rainbow colors. I like Tiffany Jackson. I read all of their novels. I read all of her novels, but I don't know if I want to, I don't know, if I owned all of Tiffany Jackson's books, I would keep it, but I don't own all of her books, and I don't want to just have one when I feel like, since I love her as a writer, I would want all of her books. Instead, I'm just going to keep borrowing from the library, so these two are going in the sell pile. I do own all of Rainbow Rowell's books, so I'm going to keep them for now. Maybe one day I'll be in a headspace to get rid of them, but Fangirl was like the very first young adult book I ever read, so I'm going to keep it. Clap When You Land. I love Elizabeth Acevedo's writing, so we're keeping that. Fangirl, as I said, first young adult book I ever read, so we're keeping it. American Panda. This was cute. I remember like when it came out, it was like one of the first books I ever read and wrote a blog post review for, and I had a little career for a time there, like the last 2 years of my college life, where I was writing blog reviews of books, and this was one of them. And I remember like really loving my first ever blog book review, but that blog is dead. Like it's archived in the internet archives. No one's like, I let it die. So I'm gonna give this book away because I don't see myself ever reading it again. I'm keeping it, I was keeping it for the fondness of it being one of the first young adult books I ever wrote a blog post for. The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. This along with Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda is how I realized I was gay, and bisexual today, but so we were keeping these two books. Also, I like all of Becky Albertalli's books. We're keeping them all. Also, all of these books are signed. Like, we're not getting rid of any Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera books because they're signed editions. Okay, so I've reduced my young adult shelf almost to one stack. No, actually I haven't reduced it. Like, look, it's still like a lot of books. Let me show you. That is still quite a lot of books. It did go from 3 tall stacks to 1 tall stack and 1, but we still have these down here. Also, I can't get rid of any of these books. These are the Hunger Games, pivotal to my brain development. Anne of Green Gables, also pivotal to my brain development. And Watership Down. These books here, right here, shaped me as a person. Then we have our adult books. and as well as some American Royal Diaries books. I know there's some adult books here that I'm not keeping. Honestly, getting rid of some young adult books and some adult books is going to help my bookshelves so much. Okay. Mexican Gothic was fine, but it doesn't speak to me as a story to keep. Let's see. I don't think I ever finished Transcendent Kingdom. I started reading it and I read about half of it, but I don't think I finished it, and I don't see myself finishing it. I do love Kristen Hanna's writing, and I haven't read this, so I want to keep it. It came out recently and I want to keep it. Okay. Jennifer Saint's Ariadne. I love that book, so we're gonna keep this. Sky Falling. This book meant a lot to me when I read it because I was dating someone from Philadelphia and it's set in Philadelphia, but I don't see it meaning that much to me today, so we're going to take it to the used bookstore. Peach Blossom Spring. I think I read this. I'm pretty sure I read this. Yeah, I 100% read it. This is a book of the month story. I read it, and as you can tell, even though I read it, it didn't imprint itself into my core memories, so I think it can be sold. The Verifiers, I don't think I'm ever going to read this. I got it, and I've never even thought about picking it up. Sometimes you get book of the month books and you just know you're never gonna read them. The Bodyguard, I read it, it's fine. It's just a modern romance novel. It's fine. Nothing special about it. River Sing Me Home. I haven't read this and I want to read it, so we're gonna do that. The Bronze Drum. I tried reading this and I don't think I liked it. I think the writing style, I even have a bookmark where I got to in the book. I don't think I liked it, and I don't know why. I think sometimes the writing style just doesn't speak to you. So we got this August of 2022. At one point I hated giving away book of the month books because they were dated, what month you got them, and I loved cataloging them and everything, but we don't need to be that materialistic with our books. Keep the books you enjoy. The Firekeeper's Daughter. I enjoyed this book. I've read a third of it and I want to keep reading it. Every so often I see it and I think I want to finish that. I started reading it at the pool, and as you can see exactly where I got to. And it's so good. I just haven't finished it. Ties That Tether. Did I actually read this, or did I think about reading it? I haven't read it yet. Okay, so we're going to keep it. And Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I think I almost own all of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, but not quite all of them. This is an Emily Henry book, and I want to own all of Emily Henry books because I love them. Okay, let's go through some of these paperbacks. Written in the Stars. I like Alexandra Belf. I like all of her stories, but I only own one of them. So do I need all of them? No, we're going to sell that. I'm keeping this. Sorry to be a basic white girl, but we're keeping it. I do love The Crown Offensive. That is a cute story, so we're keeping it. And as I said, I want to keep all of Emily Henry's books, and Beach Read is one of them. Blackwater Sister. I don't think I need to keep this. I don't know why I own it because I've never read it. Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Very sweet story, but I don't need it. Oh, I was wrong. I own 2 Alexander Boyle Floor books. So, since I own 2 of them, why don't I keep both of them? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep these 2 Alexander Bell Floor books. And The Boy Who Steals Houses by C.J. Drews, who is an Australian writer and blogger. And back in my book blogging days, it would have been so important to me to own my fellow book bloggers' books. And I like C.J. Drews. Their writing is fun and crisp, but I don't need to own their books. I don't even know if the store will buy this book though, because it is an Australian book. We'll take it to the bookstore and see what they do. Okay. Wow. So we had a very full shelf, and now we have loads of room. And I actually am going to move some of young adult books out here. Let me show you how much room we have. Look at that. Look at how much more room we have. It's not so smashed together. And here is our to give away pile. This is looking pretty good. I might get like $25 on this, which is the goal, just to get money to pay my electric bill for real. I also have a bookshelf over here, so I think I'm going to give away some of the books on this bookshelf. In an ideal world, I would only own 1 bookshelf, especially since I'm moving to a smaller apartment. I don't know if I will be able to actually condense my library to just one shelf. So we'll find out. Okay, for certain, I think the time has come. No, I just can't surrender the Poppy War series. But I only own the first two. I need the third one. Somebody send me the paperback for the third one. Okay, we're keeping the Poppy War. So put that back. As I said, oh, I think I might give this away, I decided against it. But I do have a lot of graphic novels that I don't see myself rereading. I don't know if I'm gonna keep. These are all well-loved books. I don't know if I can give them away. I don't know if I can give any of these away. Not any of my Percy Jackson, not my favorite Cassandra Clare, the Clockwork Infernal Devices series. I can't give that away. That's my favorite one. Ashley Poston signed this and underlined her favorite line that she wrote in this book. I love Six of Crows, Lee Barduga's duology. Can't give that away. And there might be a couple down here. I've never read With Teeth, so might as well sell that. The Fountains of Silence is an amazing historical fiction novel. It's really good, but I don't see myself rereading it, and I can continue to recommend it without owning it. The Light of Days, I've never read this. An ex-friend gave this to me, like the closest. I don't really want to get into talking about the ending of a childhood friendship, but actually it reminds me of that, and it's painful to look at it, so we're going to give it away. I also have some books in here that are just like gifts from people. Catching Stars, I think this is an indie book, but I don't think I've ever, like it came with an Owlcrate series, but I don't think I'm ever gonna read it, so I'll give it away. Okay, I tried. I did look at the bookshelf and think about giving some books away, but there's just, some of these are childhood books, some of these are gifts, some of these are very favorite books. Like The Proposal is one of my favorite romance novels of all time. I'm not giving this away. Even if I own no other Jasmine Guillory books, I love The Proposal. So we're stuck. I think I will own 2 bookshelves in my new apartment. I might have more room though to put some other items on bookshelves to help keep them out of storage, you know, taking up shelf space in my closet, but I don't think I can lower my bookshelf anymore. Like, I think I've gotten rid of as much as I can get rid of when it comes to books, at least at this time in my life.